they want to throw you to the wayside.
Yeah, I mean, it just once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say they, who they portray to be. You be like, damn.
That set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me.
In the least amount of fights, you know, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Ahead of Gervonta "Tank" Davis' fight against Lamont Roach, tensions are rising as Floyd Mayweather aligns himself with Roach's camp. Davis sees this as a betrayal by his former mentor, questioning Mayweather's loyalty. With the fight approaching, this unexpected move adds more drama, sparking speculation about Mayweather's true motives in the boxing world. Recently, Davis opened up about his experience with Mayweather, expressing feelings of betrayal over time. During a discussion, the host noted how some people offer opportunities for their own benefit and discard others when they are no longer useful. While not directly accusing Mayweather, the host reflected on personal experiences, highlighting the reality of such situations.
He came and got Tank, and it's like, yo, that's what we needed when they talking to Baltimore. And like as time go on, again, I have no idea. You correct me at any time, but we see like just little back and forth between y'all two. And again, I have no idea, bro. So you can always stop me or correct me. We could whatever. But I'm looking at like it's crazy how people can put you in opportunities, right? But and I don't want to misspeak, but it just seems like it's because I've experienced it. People can, and maybe not for Floyd. So let me just preface that. It's like people can put you in opportunities because they can, but it's all to help them out. And then when you're not useful for them no more, they want to throw you to the wayside.
Yeah, I mean, it just...
Tank responded by saying that when people get close to someone they once admired, they often see a different reality than they imagined. The image they had in their mind doesn't always match who that person truly is, which can be both disappointing and painful. He admitted that this realization hurt him, but ultimately motivated him to break away and pursue his own path independently.
Yeah, I mean, it just once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say they is or who they portray to be. You be like, damn, it's damn near like it's a letdown. So you be more so hurt off, you know. So it's like I just go my own way, like I do my own thing and things like that. So that's more so that's what it was, and that's cool. It's just like you just don't vibe with like what they on, and that's, you know. I mean, I've been in a situation where though, like, you know, I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top
with Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, you know, make me.
Tank then explained that his situation with Floyd was a lose-lose for him. When asked to clarify, he recalled a specific moment in his career. He pointed to his first world title fight, when he was just 21 years old with a record of 160 at that time. He hadn't fought in 7 to 8 months and was earning only around $10,000 per fight. Being kept inactive for such a long period put him at a disadvantage, making him vulnerable to losing. Tank implied that Floyd may have intentionally put him in that difficult position, expecting him to fail. However, despite the odds, he managed to come out on top. His words suggest that he believes Floyd saw him as a business asset rather than a true prot, setting him up for challenges that could have ended his rise. This experience reinforced Tank's belief that he needed to take control of his own career rather than rely on others. What came out still on top with Floyd? You said what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean? That's little situation that he pin me in and, you know, make me lose. But he thought I was gna lose. But you like a boxing match? Or yeah, boxing match. Who, if you mind, if you don't want to, a Joseph. So my first world title, I was 16-0. I was 16-0, and I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7-8 months, and around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 to fight H, so 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So when they came back and was like, all right, you gotta fight him. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph's, if you don't fight him, you're not fighting, you sitting on the shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxes that you talking about. I'm ting no more game. Tank always listened to Floyd Mayweather's advice. Whatever Floyd told him, he accepted it without question. Their relationship was built on trust, with Floyd guiding him through his career. But over time, things changed. The two had a falling out, and their relationship became strained. Now Tank no longer follows Floyd's advice and doesn't seek his guidance the way he once did. The tension between them grew even more after Floyd was seen getting involved in Lamont Roach's camp ahead of Tank's upcoming fight. Tank felt betrayed, questioning why his former mentor would align himself with someone he was about to face in the ring. This isn't the first time he's been frustrated with Floyd's actions. He also didn't like when Floyd gave advice to Frank Martin ahead of his fight. It made Tank feel like Floyd wasn't on his side anymore, but instead supporting fighters who were going up against him. With the fight against Roach approaching, Floyd's involvement adds more drama. Many fans are now wondering if Floyd's move was intentional, or if he simply doesn't see himself as part of Tank's team anymore. Either way, Tank has made it clear he doesn't appreciate it. The one strong bond between them seems beyond repair, and Tank is focused on moving forward without Floyd's guidance. Now he stands on his own, proving that he doesn't need Floyd in his corner to dominate the boxing world. He just gave me good great words. He was telling me just stay calm. I always like to listen to Floyd when it come to a big stages like this, cause he's the only one that been in my shoes and been like in these type of fights, you know what I mean. So I always try to stay close to Floyd when stuff like this happens, you know what I mean, just to keep me humble. And like had me on the right track, you know what I mean. So I always appreciate Floyd for being in my corner, having my back. Always, you know what I mean. So as always, there be love for Floyd Mayweather. All right, as we get ready to let in the past, while Tank was still under Floyd Mayweather's promotion, Floyd also trained Frank Martin, who would later become one of Tank's opponents. This raised eyebrows, as Floyd was supposed to be guiding Tank's career, but was also working with a potential rival. Even then, Tank didn't question actions, trusting his mentor completely. However, looking back, it now seems like Floyd may have been setting up challenges for Tank rather than fully supporting him. Young fighters, he loves to embrace guys. So what was being around talking to Floyd like? What has Floyd taught you about fighting? And has it made you a better fighter? Cause he could tell me all day to do that. __. He does. I couldn't do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you? He could tell you go run at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, go do it when cuz and out 10 we know your opponents sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go get yourself a mental edge, you know, like cuz you know you out there working every night at 2 o'clock in the morning running. That's a lot of the times your opponents sleep. You know, it could be little things that'll take you to the next level. You know that Floyd, a person like Floyd, like if he tell you that you're going to take a lot of heave to it and it's going to give you a different type of motivation. When you doing it, he can show you something, you know. And it could be the same thing, you know. You might not be able to do it like him, but just it coming from him, it'll give you like a different type of like feel about yourself. Frank Martin openly shared how Floyd Mayweather's advice motivated him ahead of his fight. Floyd, known for his strategic mindset, gave Martin key insights that helped him prepare at a higher level. Martin expressed how valuable the advice was, saying it gave him a new perspective and added confidence in the ring. However, Tank saw this differently. Floyd wasn't just giving general advice. He was sharing strategies that Tank himself had used in the ring. This raised suspicions that Floyd wanted Tank to lose by guiding Martin. Floyd wasn't just helping another fighter, he was preparing someone to counter Tank's style. This situation deepened the tension between Tank and Floyd. Tank had once trusted Floyd's guidance completely, always listening to his advice, but their relationship had soured over time. Seeing Floyd give strategic tips to someone he could potentially face made Tank question Floyd's true intentions. It wasn't just about mentoring another fighter, it felt personal. Tank no longer sees Floyd as someone in his corner. Instead, he's moving forward without relying on his former mentor. He understands that in boxing, loyalty it is rare, and even those who once stood beside him might not always want to see him win. Now Tank is determined to prove himself without Floyd's guidance, showing that he can dominate the ring on his own terms.